Okay, come on, flip. Now, I'm going to admit, by God's grace, Jesus take the wheel, and I'm going to let this go, but at the same time, I hate to say that there are times on this subject that I just discussed about who is this Scarlet now, and the Scarlet we see now, it freaks me the fuck out. Okay. It's question mark, right side up, upside down, around and around, front to back and side to side, over and under and over, right side up and upside down, inside out and outside in, from side to side and around, in the most 360-degree way possible, qualms. Okay, you hear me? So it's like an infinity, right side up, upside down, question mark. Mysterion, Paradoxa, inherently, it's as if I would literally, if I could just talk to her and her tell me, what is this? Did you get your breast reduced? Are you deliberately skinnying out because you got harassed too much? Because I know the girl, I think Selena Gomez got her breast, someone of them got her breast reduced. The girl from Modern Family got her breast reduced because, why? Because men are creeps. They don't make these women feel beautiful. I can't stand you pieces of shit. I'm like, I love women. When I've had women that are big boobed, both my wives as well, they don't feel that way around me. I don't make them feel like that. But because of the way the public doesn't protect women and goes out of its way, even with superstars, it makes you wonder. It's like, why do I have to justify that? That she would get her breast reduced or deliberately stay skinny? And then I'm like, how do I know that she's not a body double? I don't. I'm only saying this to say that it would be a lot simpler to understand things if you men and people respected women and weren't such nasty asses all over the place and speak up more. It would make it simpler. Like, women shouldn't feel, y'all make women's beauty a liability to them. You make it, it's almost as y'all turn it into ugly, as if they're being picked on, like she had a pimple on the middle of her face. Y'all act like, y'all make this women's beauty like she's the Elephant Man. Like she's a freak show attraction to be poked and prodded. Do y'all realize how you make these women feel? Does anybody care about what I'm saying? This is wrong. You shouldn't have to make these women feel like they can be hated because our society is such nasty. And the men have no control over themselves. And no one speaks up. I mean, I smartly say that it's just, I can't get into this world. I can't get into how y'all are. The world in the flesh and the devil. It's not her fault. Y'all act, it's almost as if being a super pretty brick house becomes something that you have to apologize for. She has to hide herself because y'all so damn nasty. I can't get into this shit. But I'm saying, I feel it's probably because she doesn't get defended. She's always being harassed. But I'm hoping she just skinnied out. Because that would be really wrong. That she had to get her breast reduced, just because y'all nasty asses don't. It's if just in order for her not to feel comfortable, and if you were willing to just let her feel comfortable with her big boobs, she'd be more willing to shake them around and feel comfortable. But when y'all like completely defile and degrade and nobody says nothing, you can't blame her. Being fouled all the time. It's sad. But I don't know. But it still freaks me out because this girl is just too much of she's literally an ancient Hindu goddess. This Scarlet Ingrid Johansson is the goddess on so many ancient Hindu temples, whether you know it or not. In her ancient reincarnation, that was her. Okay? Yes, she was on the temple. She's literally the pillar of the temples of the worship of the Brahma. Yes, this is Scarlet Ingrid Johansson. She's reincarnated. Just like Tina Marie said, it wasn't because her life was full of sin, but because she's just been blessed to come back. She's got perpetual eternal life. So once again, I hope to God that what I'm thinking that she's not dead and this is a body double, I would hope not that crazy ass thought's not true. Because I can't tell. But at the same time, Scarlett Johansson, almost would ask you, would you come and see me and tell me the truth? Because I'm freaked the fuck out. I'm worried about you. And the fact that men make you feel so uncomfortable that you don't feel comfortable with this beautiful shape, that's a crying shame. Because I'll tell you right, I would never do that to you. You can ask my wives. My wives are both brick houses, both Pam and Cheryl. Pam and Cheryl. What a Freudian slip. Pam, because Pam and Cheryl twins, Geminis. Wonder twins, but Pam, my second wife, Renee, my first wife, and all my girlfriends never felt that way. And I always defended them. Okay, I would not let anybody grope under my women, and that's why I say the men that you've dated, Scarlett, are pathetic, and the men you've been had to deal with in Hollywood, they're a bunch of no balls chumps. They're a bunch of knee balls. That's a disgrace. Nobody's got the chivalry to at least say, man, if you did that to my wife, I'd freaking kill you. That's all it takes. Now, I'm like, I guess you're going to fondle my wife too? You better cut it out. That's all, just for your own wife, for your own daughter. I guess you brought my daughter backstage. Nobody has any morals at all. It's like, we're pathetic. Let me shut up. I'm going to shut up.